This thing's had that head gasket problem. I've tried case sealing the crab bed, it's not working. Time to tear it apart, get that head sealed up. Alright, so as we can see, that K-seal did end up blocking off some dead end port there. There's a dead end side of the head there. So it did move through the coolant system. And right here, it doesn't look like there was any damage, but I don't really see, which kind of a bad thing, I don't really see anything that's broken on this gasket. I do see some washing around the cylinder here, so hold on, let me wipe that off real quick. Alright, so let's get this K-seal stuff out of the way here. I can't tell. There we go. So this looks like ring wash from oil actually bypassing. Now, correct me if I'm wrong. If it was a head gasket leak, it would really steam clean the entire piston. But around the ring grooves, if you see like this is actually not, from what I understand, to be steam cleaning the engine from a head gasket leak. This is just from oil bypassing. Pretty bad. Which, I mean, it is what it is, honestly. I don't see a clear path in where it's been cleaned or messed up from one port to the next. Let's go check out the head. Alright, so once again, this side is the same side over there that was clean. It's just on the outside where the oil would be coming up and hitting the top of the head. This side's really carboned up. But I don't see a spot. Oh, there's that K-seal. But this is the side that's a dead end, so it just sat there in the dead end side. But I don't really see, maybe here. But it's really hard to tell. So, nothing definitive on that gas being really messed up. But like I said, it wasn't a crazy amount of water leaking into it. There was a lot of pressure going into the actual coolant system itself. So we're gonna clean everything up as best we can, put everything back together with new gaskets, and hope that that was a problem and not a cracked head, not a cracked block. Because while I do have another motor coming to put in here as an upgrade, we still want to mess with this for a little while. We still want to have fun with this, at least the beginning part of the spring, maybe a little bit into the winter, when we get the turbo kit and all that stuff installed. But let's clean it up, throw this thing back together, fire it up. See if it's fixed. Whether it's fixed or not, we're still going to do everything we're going to do to it before. So, she's got a lot in store for it. It'll probably blow up before we get the new one in there. getting things clean, you're ready to do the final cleaning. Take a bolt or a tap you have one. I don't have one in this thread pitch. So run it down into the hole and look at all the oil and junk that pops up out of there. So you would be sending all this up under that head gasket, making it not seal. All right, let me introduce you to what I got going on here. Right, there's a chain tensioner down in there, but I don't have enough hands to hold the chain tensioner back. So we forced it over, tied it up just to keep the pressure off of it, and it looks like everything is going to line up like it should. If this was off a tooth at the bottom, we wouldn't have it lined up here. This chain doesn't have enough slack to be off by a full tooth like that. If it did, it probably wouldn't run. So, yeah, let's tighten everything up and then take it out and try it. All right, so last night I got out of the garage, around the corner, battery died. Alternator is not alternating. So I overnight it. Alternator. This is going to be from a 74 Corolla, I think. 55 amp upgrade, so let's throw that on real quick. And don't really test this thing out. Alright, now that I figured out which plug goes where, for you guys to know, this is what it's going to look like. I made a mistake putting it all together and realizing there's more than one lug that has no writings that I could have seen. So, I started ohming out different lugs. Like, they're all ohming out about the same, which shouldn't be. Except for one that was just ground, which is good. And then it clicked in my head to fire it up and see which one's giving voltage. So I did. Now it's the easiest way. So now that's all together. Let's fire it up, see if it's charging. I did use starting fluid when I started the first time, so started really nice quick. You wanna go for a ride? Yeah. Give me your hand. Are you ready? Have fun with it.